What is up, my Red Revelation family? It is your boy Deuces. Thank you. I'm back once again. Look, I know this guy has become a problem of YouTube. This guy has been a nuisance of a lot of people. But now this guy is actually trying to kind of bring people's livelihoods down. No joke. This guy is actually trying to find people's jobs, has said something about Zanime, and take the jobs away. But before we go any further, this guy actually admits once again that he is doxing people. Now, if you remember this guy, he actually said something about people being doxed, that he blamed other people. It's not the other people being doxed, guys. This guy is the one doxing people, and we know that now. So how much further are we going to let this guy take us? How much further is this guy going to push everybody away because he thinks he's the boss? How many people's actually going to subscribe to this dude and click on the link that he gives out, and he's going to know your IP address and know where you live and work and everything else? How many people? How many times are we going to let this person talk about taking people's livelihoods away? Now, am I referring to going to his channel and giving him a piece of your mind and calling his work or find out where he lives? No, that's not what I'm talking about. There's a such thing called subscribers on his point. And everybody that subscribes to this dude is giving this dude fire, fuel. Where's it going to take one for us to pour water on it and just let it go? Because this guy needs that. And I'm going to prove it in this video. Anyways, guys, love yourself, like yourself, be nothing but yourself. Like, subscribe to the channel, it's highly appreciated. You guys, without further ado, let's get right into the video.
It's every video, folks.
So he's going to be able to tell me.
It's just pure insanity. This guy's not playing with a full deck. So, Zanime, here's how we got to handle Patrick Patterson. Unfortunately, I was not able to get his physical address or his real name. What I was able to do was pin him down to about a 8 square block area. You see, public IP addresses are issued in segments, in much the same way we do area codes and phone numbers. And without getting in, without running off into the weeds about that, you can get someone's general location from the public IP that they've been issued. In much the same way you would find someone's area, someone lived in a certain area based on their area code. And
so in other words, this guy just told us that he was actually doxing people. You see, this guy goes forward later on this video to talk about other people and talk about what they've been doing to Zanime. Look, you're the one that keeps bringing up Zanime, Psychobabble. You are the one that actually keeps this whole thing relevant. You see what I'm saying? Nobody else is even really talking bad about Zanime. Zanime was on a podcast or on a panel with Ryan Upchurch that got into it. It was a mutual thing. Some words was said, so be it. She is a grown-ass woman. He's a grown-ass man. And so are you. Have you ever heard the term just live and let go? Just release it. Just, family fight, right? So we need to just let it go. But you're not, Psychobabble. You are keeping on this because you want to press a point. So what is your point at this time? Your point is exactly what you're talking about. You're trying to take people's livelihoods away. And we're not okay with that. And the YouTube community should not be okay with that. After somebody sees this video, they should not be okay with it. This guy should have 0 subscribers and be off YouTube. And that's my opinion. So without further ado, guys, let's go on to see what this guy has to say.
But I was talking to the police officer here in the town I live in, just running it by him, just seeing what he thought about it. And he said, man, you got this guy, no problem. And I said, what, how so? And LA County, California, magically has a software program that can match a photo of a face to a mugshot the same way they can fingerprints. So let's say you commit a crime, you leave your fingerprint behind. They can take that fingerprint, put it in a database, and a computer will try to match it to fingerprints that they have on file. Well, they can now do the same thing with photos. So if you take a photo of somebody, they can put it in their database and match it to a mugshot. And now that we know the county that he's in, it's going to be real easy. So I'm going to send, I got some real good screen caps of this guy's face, a good clear shot. And what I recommend you do, Zanime, is take that down to the police station there where you're at, or I'd go to the sheriff's office, I think, and say, listen, I got this guy's photo. I'm fairly certain he's been arrested before. He's stalking me. Show them all the videos he has on his channel.
So what is the whole point of this? This guy has made videos, not threatening to come to her place of business, not threatening to go to her home. So what is your point? Is the cops, what? Oh, I'm confused. So is the cops going to go after him and look up his face and scan it and everything else because he's making videos? Is that what you're getting at, Psychobabble? Because now we have a totally different scenario. Now you're trying to bring in face scanning because the guy's making YouTube videos. Do you see how ridiculous you're sounding? Once again, you see, look, this is your problem. You watch one too many movies. You watch probably Lifetime, you know, you're living in a fairy tale world with yourself. Because now you literally think the cops are going to scan a guy's face because he's making YouTube videos about Zanime, right? Oh, hold up. What? Okay, well, hold on. Listen, hear me out. Look at yourself here. Do you think not one police officer that you talk to doesn't already know who you are? From your background, from this and that. And see, we don't get into those things over here because that's not our ordeal. We stay back, like I said. We stay neutral. We don't get into stuff. We just say it like it is and we're done. But do you see yourself here in this video? You look like you are a 100% dopey dad. I said it. I just went ahead and said it. So now you go on further to say that people are harassing this woman. Psychobabble, you are the one causing trouble for Zanime now. You are the one still keeping her name relevant. You are the one still making videos about Zanime and about people apologizing, or you're going to take their videos down, or they have to take their videos down, or you're going to do something about it. So once again, why don't you go ahead and tell us what you're going to do about it?
And I'm pretty sure LA County has a cyber crimes unit, as a matter of fact, in the sheriff's department. And see if they can run his photo and see if they can match it to a mugshot. So we'll know who he is. And then you can get a restraining order against him that if he makes another video, they can just go arrest him. Put him in jail where he ought to be, where the little petite guy like that will do real nicely in jail. So then how do we deal with these other guys?
The same guy you just talked about made a video yesterday saying that he wanted Zanime to talk to her on a podcast. Do you watch people's videos? Because you said you didn't. Okay. Well, maybe that's your problem, is you need to actually go and watch people's videos to, see what they're talking about. That way you could not talk about somebody who's already discussed the situation. You see, that is your problem. Now we got another issue because you don't watch your videos that's added towards you or the videos that mention you. You know, if you go to your YouTube community or YouTube studio, it actually says that. You can watch them. You can. So go watch some of those videos and maybe you'll see that this guy actually said that he wanted to talk his anime and he meant nothing by his videos. All the guy talked about was her military and what she can and can't do and what was relevant, what wasn't relevant. The freedom of speech. Nobody is accusing anybody of anything. You're the one accusing people of doxing people, people slandering people, people this and that. But look at you. What are you doing? Maybe your wife over there needs to look over at you and be like, stop. You're threatening people's lives at this point. And not everybody's going to sit back and just let this happen. See, now you're getting into a world that's kind of dangerous because you're messing with people's livelihoods. And I hope that nobody on the YouTube community or outside the YouTube community goes to this guy's house because that would be the wrong idea. Or to hurt this man. That's not where it should be at. Where it should be at is everybody has a dislike button. Okay? Everybody controls his subs. That's all people need to do. So before anybody goes towards this man and does anything to him or his house or his cars or anything else, do not do that. And I repeat, do not get in his comments and say anything else towards this man, neither that's negative. He's hurting his own YouTube channel. We all know this. So with that further said, let's go ahead and see what this man has to say.
Guys. Well, luckily, again, my wife, again, she said, he's driving a truck. That's a tractor trailer. I said, yeah, it is. She said, he's not allowed to vlog or text while driving a tractor trailer. That's a crime. And I said, you're right. By God, you're right. It is. It is a crime to text or vlog from a commercial.
And what business is it of yours, Psychobabble? This guy makes videos of Kylie Rodney's case. That's what this guy does. I don't think this guy's even brought up your name one time, has he? And if he has, I'm wrong about him just having a channel about Kylie Rodney. But I'm almost positive he only has a channel about Kylie Rodney, about her situation, her death. So now, what is he doing wrong? Are you going through YouTube and looking for people to try to get in trouble? Because that's what it seems like here. And that's what it seems like everybody on YouTube as well. Everybody in the YouTube community and our viewers, everything. Everybody should be looking towards this guy as poison on YouTube because he is a poison on YouTube. He's done sent in mailing, trying to get people canceled. He done put a petition out on YouTube to get Ryan Upchurch canceled. He's done threaten people's jobs, threaten people's lives. Now he's going as far as going through YouTube and finding people doing stuff they're not supposed to be doing on YouTube. So now we have another problem. This guy thinks he is the YouTube police. Yes, he does. So let's just let this guy go ahead and tell us what else he's fixing to do.
Vehicle, especially a truck. So I got to watching his videos, nefarious actors on scene. I dug through all his videos, and in one of the videos, he pulls up beside a glass that's reflecting, and I can clearly see the company name on the truck.
So did you just admit you was looking through YouTube and you found a guy that was irrelevant to you in a situation? He talked about Kylie Rodney and you seen his reflection out of the truck and you called his. You're gonna call his place a job for what? What did he do to you? Go ahead, tell us.
So now that we know where he works, I don't even have to worry about his name. I got his face. I know where he works. So in 16 days, Zanime, we're going to be down there for vacation. And I'm taking all the videos of Uncle Will and nefarious actors on scene texting and vlogging and doing vulgar stuff from their company trucks while stalking, doxing, and bullying relentlessly a woman that has never done a single thing to either one of them. And we'll see how quick that.
So let me get this right. You're talking about people doxing people. What did you just do? You're talking about getting the guy's face recognized by the cops to find out where he's at because you couldn't locate him within a 4-block radius. So you done know where Kurt, you done said all that in the beginning of this video. So where else are you going with this? Because now you're doxing people. You don't make sense at this point. Are you on drugs? Because we can pass that judgment because look at yourself. You do not need to be on YouTube. That's it. And I'm going to say it. Now, am I going to go as far as saying delete your videos? Or no, that's not my place. And it's not your place neither. But what you do need to do is calm your jets a little bit and leave people alone that has an opinion of their own. You see, because we know that you do not like people's opinions because you like to try to control things. And I'm sure you are controlling your, well, I'm not going to say it. See what I'm saying? You don't know because it's true. So I done made you the offer for me and you to have a one-on-one. And I would like to give you 5 questions and you answer them correctly. And if you don't answer them correctly, the stuff I have to those 5 questions, I'll present what I have and you tell me whether it's true or not. Would you like to do that? Would you like to accept? Because see, everybody has a royal flush. But your royal flush that you're playing with is going to burn your hand. Because now you are misabusing a power that you don't got. Doxing people, blaming people for doxing people. Whenever you're the one that's admitted you had all the equipment to tell where people lived at. You see, you don't go talk to no police officers about what the law is. Because, hold on, for those that don't know, this guy provided internet to his neighborhood, to his town. So what does that mean? This guy's got all the equipment to find out your IP addresses, your address, and go from there about who you are and look up you and everything else. Now, hold on. Is that doxing? He's doxing everybody himself. Now, whether he goes forward and puts the information out in public, he's already did. He's made 5 videos now of doing nothing but admitting he's doxing people. But trying to make stuff look good in the same means to try to get people away from knowing that he's doing the wrong thing, that he's accused everybody else of doing whenever this knucklehead's the person that's been doing it all along. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and see what he has to say.
Trucking company, shit cans, both of them. It is a crime, folks, to text and vlog from a commercial vehicle. You're not allowed to do that. It's very dangerous. And the trucking company's insurance company will drop them if they keep this guy. I mean, it's that serious. So they've been, I want to be clear, they have both, Uncle Will, nefarious actors on scene, have both been bullying and stalking a woman that has never done one single thing to either one of them. They're doing this simply because Ryan Upchurch looked at a video of her paddling with her dog and accused her of being involved in the death of this child, which is the most absurd nonsense ever. And they've been bullying and stalking her ever since. Nefarious actors on scene, 2/3 of his videos are Zanime. So that absolutely constitutes stalking
Right, Zanime and Kylie Rodney. Go ahead.
But here's the good part. They're all from that tractor trailer that does not belong to him. That belongs to a company that is leased on to a parent company. And so, nefarious actors on scene. I want you to look at me. In 16 days, I'm going to be right where you're at. And you know, not to go off in the weeds again, but just to show you the mentality of Crack Squad. I had somebody frantically messaging me all morning telling me that I was stupid because Disneyland's in California, not in Florida. All morning. Damn sure of himself. Anyway, we're going to be in Disneyland in Florida on vacation. And so it's no skin off my butt to just swing by this trucking company and show them the videos, right? It's like 10 minutes.
So what are you getting at? Are you getting at what you've already talked about trying to get people in trouble? Because you are messing with something you shouldn't be messing with. See, you're going to take people's videos to their place of job to get them fired, which nobody's going to agree with that has in the right mind. Even the people you have on your panel podcast that's watching right now, this guy is making money off of you guys talking on his podcast. I've done said that. He cannot do anything by himself. He has to talk about somebody that he's been talking about for how long now? For at least 4 months. You see? So every time you guys are getting on his podcast, you know at the beginning when he gives that little speech and says, I'm going to bring you guys on. If you want to talk about it, we'll talk about it. Well, that's the reason why he does that, because then he brings you on his podcast and then it starts conversation. It's a conversation starter. That's the reason why he does it, because he cannot do his YouTube channel and make money himself. He can't. That's the reason why he does what he does. But this guy is using and abusing the placement of YouTube. That's what this whole video is about today, is about misusing YouTube in a way to try to get people doxxed, try to get people in trouble, talking about going to their places of work, trying to... Zanime, you're keeping Zanime relevant, Psychobabble, and that's it. You're the one that keeps Zanime in people's mouths. That's it. We're talking about her and you won't have a problem, Psychobabble. You have no place to be talking about the woman still. She's not your relative. She's not nothing to you. Now, whether you want to take up for it, that's a different opinion. But now you're going too far by trying to take people's livelihoods away. And anybody who stands by you is poisoning the YouTube community in general. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here. Salute the Creek Squad. RedRebel family, I love you guys very much. YouTube family, I love you guys too. Anyways, your boy Deuce is out. Thank you guys.